the past 3 years, many people have accused May Yul Edochie of manipulating the public against her husband. Some even called her manipulator, wicked woman, and claimed she encouraged people to hate Yul Edochie and Judy Austin. But if we are to be honest to ourselves, we are going to be asking some important questions, and from that questions and answers, we are going to know if actually May Edochie was literally or is literally instigating people against her husband and his side chick, Judy Austin. Who brought this family matter online? Was it May? No, it was Yul. Wasn't it Yul Edochie that came online sometimes around April 2022 and announced to the public a child born by a side chick, Judy Austin, and even introduced the side chick as a second wife? All these things was done by Yul. Was it not Yul Edochie and Judy Austin that always come online repeatedly to showcase how lovely their marriage is, to showcase how marriage should be, that a woman should hype their husband on daily basis? Was it not Yul Edochie and Judy Austin that did all this? If all these behaviors happened publicly on the social media space, should people not have opinion about the constant show on the social media? Nowadays, people discuss any little post made by public figures. We are going to look into some actions that triggered those hatred, that brought people, that instigated people, the actions that bettered May Nation today. If you are coming across my post for the first time, you are very welcome to my channel. My name is Neni and this is Neni's story. I love you so much. Few weeks after the death of Yul Edochie and May Edochie's first son, who came online to dance with a strange woman, was it not Yul? Who packed his bag and left his family when they were mourning, when they needed their dad the most, when they needed comfort, when they needed companion? Who did this act? Was it not Yul Edochie that packed his bag just few days after the death of his son and went to his side chick to start living with her? And it did not even stop there. They constantly came online while May and her children were mourning Kambili Chukwu. They came online to dance. Why people had opinion about that as mockery to a woman who was still grieving at that time. Now, whether you agree with the public or not, can this action not trigger the public reaction? Like, just put all these actions together and be honest to yourself if this action is not going to trigger public reactions. Can people not feel hurt on behalf of the woman who was grieving for the death of her son? A lot of women put themselves into May Yul Edochie's shoe and they felt hurt, they felt betrayed, they felt angry, and they had to share their opinion publicly. Can people not criticize a man who publicly came online to introduce another woman with a child while still married, while legally married, in court, in church, and traditionally? Remember, this person was once our role model, and people don't have right anymore to react on what played before their very own eyes. These are the questions that a lot of people has been asking. And to be honest, people don't just react in a vacuum. There must be an action that brought in their reaction. If you can agree with me, you search yourself, you will understand that nobody can just start reacting in a vacuum, in a place where there is nothing to react about. People literally react to what they see, and we are not going to deny that fact. People that supported May Yul Edochie said they were moved because of her silence, her composure, and the way she handled the whole situation without saying a word. This set of people that are fighting for May Edochie, that people are saying they hate Yul and Judy, are not recruited by anybody. They were reacting to whatever thing they see publicly. They were reacting and still reacting on the constant show they are seeing on the social media, or what they saw that prompted them, that are still going on, is what they are reacting on, in my own opinion. Let's look at what many people must have forgotten. An apology letter from Yul Edochie. You can take your time and read it because it's long, but I can just summarize it in a simple word. Yul Edochie said, "To my dear wife, I know I have made mistake. I know you did not bargain for polygamy. Neither did he, but mistakes happen. That he tried so much to cut off the relationship, but he couldn't. And he was saying to me to please, butu nwaanyị ọma, that is, calm down, beautiful woman. We are going to live in peace as one big family." This was the apology post Yul Edochie put up sometimes around the end of 2022. And here is May's reply. She said, and I quote, that someone can make mistake, but the ability to correct the mistake is what matters, not even the mistakes on its own. That is the ability to understand, oh, I've made mistake, let me correct it. And holding on to that mistake and be asking for forgiveness is totally unacceptable. She went ahead and said she refused to be numbered in a home that she has suffered for so many years to build, in tears, in prayer, and also in Catholic faith, which permitted one man, one wife. She cannot be cajoled into polygamy that is against her faith. And what baffles me is that people are not even looking at this issue in this direction, that it is against her faith. People that are telling her to accept Judy, is it that they don't actually understand that this act, that this type of marriage is against her faith? Or are they now saying that she should compromise her faith? Is that what they are trying to say? Because if she should accept the marriage, what it means is that she has to compromise her faith to please Yul and Judy. You can as well pause and read her response. She made the post just few days after Yul posted the apology post. In this particular post that she made, did you see where she insulted Yul? Did you see where she manipulated anybody in that post? Did you see where she mobilized anybody in that post? Her post was as respectful as anything. There was nowhere she manipulated, she mobilized, or she attacked the man in any way. She said that she doesn't even have the ability not to forgive someone that wronged her, not to talk of the father of her children, that she has forgiven him, but he refused to be numbered. That was the major sentence in that post. Her response focused on her pain, her healing journey, and her position in that marriage. She expressed herself as a woman who was betrayed, who was hurt, but nowhere did she instruct anybody to start bullying Judy or Yul Edochie, her husband. She never said that, and she never manipulated anybody in that post. After reading these two letters, you can judge this matter by yourself. You can now understand the angle a lot of people that were defending this woman, the angle that they were coming from. If May truly wanted to manipulate public against Yul, she would have granted interview immediately and start crying and start saying everything that happened in marriage, how he was cheating on her, how she has been crying and begging the man to stop, how this happened, how that happened, and all of that. But she kept her silent. The only video I saw her made was a live video where she said, many people said she was cashing out from what happened to her, that what happened to her, she wouldn't even wish it to her enemy, if at all she had any. And she went ahead and said that depression is real and there are some stages of depressions. This was her word. I just watch it and see by yourself.
So a few comments. Some people saying um, May is using this to cash out and all of that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Try.
It's fine. I'm cashing out, right?
My ma.
I don't wish this upon
Your
my
type is
enemy,
rare.
if at all I have
Very
any. I don't
quiet
think I have
woman.
enemies, but if at all I have any, I do not wish this upon them. You know, depression is real, and there are different stages of depression. You know, for me, rather than dwell in depression, I decided to pick up the pieces of a beautiful world that I had. A very beautiful world. An amazing one that suddenly shattered, that suddenly crushed. I decided to pick up the pieces and try to move on rather than dwell in depression. It's not been easy.
You've seen her speak? Did you hear that? This is the only thing she said about that marriage. This is the one and only video she made saying about what happened to her. That was all. So before blaming May Edochie for public reaction, it is very, very important for you to look at the actual words that were written and the actual action that were taken. So why will it be May that will tell people to stop reacting on what they saw that was played online? Why do you think May has to address her fan? Let me know your reason in the comment section. The reason why you are saying that May should address her fans to stop hating on Yul and Judy. And you will also let me know how you want her to say that. Because the last time I checked, May did not bring this issue on social media. Had it been she was the one that brought it, she will be the one to say, oh, I know I brought this thing online and I'm here begging you people, please stop. Stop fighting for me. I no longer need your fight. This is what I would expect her to say if she was the one that actually brought this matter online. But she was not the one. And she even warned her husband in her post that let the constant show on social media stop. That is going to affect their children in future, directly or indirectly. This is a wise woman talking, a woman who saw future and understand what social media is all about. Why should she be blamed for an opinion that were formed from public posts made by other people? Why should she be the one to address the public about that? Why not the people that brought the issue on social media? Why will it be me? If there is anyone who brought this matter online, it was certainly not May Edochie, and she doesn't have anything to say about the ongoing saga and the ongoing hatred and bully on Yul Edochie and Judy Austin. I don't think May will address this issue, even if it lingers till 20 years to come. She will not say anything. She will keep her silence until people that brought it online are ready to address it properly. In conclusion, at the end of the day, action influences public perception. The behavior that people witnessed was enough reason for them to choose sides, to choose whoever they want to support. And that is why blaming May Edochie for every criticism directing to Yul Edochie and Judy is not fair. However, people reacted to what they saw and not what anybody told them. Please subscribe to this channel and bye for now.